Welcome to Ghoulish Gab. Always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Sometimes there's a cricket in my wall that won't shut up. If any of you out there could cast like a spell to make it peacefully leave. I don't know. I was just gonna.
Get rid of
Can you kill this cricket? Can someone come here and kill this cricket? Today we're talking about fall essentials. Halloween time, fall time. Sometimes there's movies that you just want to watch because it's that time of the year. So why don't you start us off with one of your fall essentials?
So I specifically tried to stay away from movies that just made me think of Halloween. I want movies that feel like fall.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the first movie I'm going to pick is a very Halloween-centered movie, and that is Trick or Treat.
Absolutely.
The reason it's an anthology, 5 stories, all based around trick-or-treating and like general spooky lore. But I think the reason it makes me think of fall is because a lot of it is placed in the woods, and it's during autumn. So it gives you that vibe, and not every scene, but a lot of them have those kind of sepia tones that make you feel very much like, okay, it's fall time, it's misty, it's spooky season, I want a cup of apple cider, and I want to sit down and ignore the world until May. But another reason I really like it is because of Sam, which is a very fall-based character, in my opinion. He's just got this burlap sack on his head. He's in his little footy pajamas. He's got his sucker. He's, making people do violent things by just his existence. That's really the fall dream, isn't it?
I agree. My first one is Night of the Demons from 1988. There's 10 teens that they throw this party at this abandoned funeral parlor, and of course they accidentally awaken a demon. Her name is Angela, and she's pretty sweet, but they're partying and getting disrupted by evil. No big deal. But the scenes that remind me of fall a lot, there's this kind of, not a wraparound, but something that kind of happens in the beginning and they come back to it in the end when they're outside and in the streets and with this older couple. I don't want to spoil it. It's from 1988. I could spoil it.
Spoil it. It's been around as long as I have been alive. I was born in 88. You could spoil it.
Well, there'd be too much to explain to even really spoil it, to be honest. But there's just scenes in that movie that specifically kind of in the very beginning and very end that remind me of fall. Just those walking down the sidewalk with the leaves and the pumpkins, the shit that you see in a lot of Halloween movies. But this is also just kind of a Halloween favorite for me in general.
Legitimate. My next one would be Creepshow 2. Another anthology. This one with 3 instead of 5 stories. From 1987. And specifically the second story in Creepshow 2, which is The Raft. If you haven't seen it.
Love The Raft.
These teenagers into mid-20s, I don't know how old they are, they're going out into a lake onto this, one of those rafts that we've all seen in Minnesota on a random small lake. Mm-hmm. It's where you go, you swim out there, you hang out on that raft until it's time to go in, and then you swim back out. And then all of a sudden they're all being attacked by this weird, oily, blob-like liquid coming out of the lake.
It's very greasy.
And the reason this makes me think of fall is because I view it as a very good wrap-up of summer. Like, why would I go into the lake? The lake could have a thing that's going to suck a duck down and then an hour later going to try to eat my face off of the raft, and then I try to pull my face up, and then it's just like, bleh, and then you see your friend trying to swim in the water, and they're just covered in what looks like 18 hefty trash bags. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Creepshow 2, budget-wise, it's limited. It's not the best special effect, but The Raft is a very good story out of that, and absolutely makes me feel like summer is wrapped up and it's time for fall.
I think that one still holds up pretty good, in my humble opinion. Sleepy Hollow from 1999. There's not too much to really say about this one. They take the classic story of the Headless Horseman and Ichabod Crane, and Tim Burton gives a new life to it, and it's got Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci and Christopher Walken.
And Christopher Lee.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know, it's good. It's just one of those good fall movies.
I think that is quintessential fall because even if you're not a horror fan, you can appreciate the legend of Sleepy Hollow and what it brings to the season. I also think that I don't think that's one of Tim Burton's best films. I mean, you just have to have like a bluish filter on it and some sad white people, and it'll be a Tim Burton film.
Right.
But in general, while I don't think it's one of his strongest films, I do think it is one of the best for the season. Everything else can kind of spread out wherever. Sleepy Hollow is definitely fall time. My last one I have is The Craft.
Ooh.
And that reason that one feels fall-ish to me is back to school. Back to school equals I don't care that I'm 37 and I haven't had to do back to school shit in a hot minute. Back to school will always feel like fall. And so, it's the story of these power-hungry, witchy teens. This girl moves to a city. They've all got kind of these different internal or self-esteem issues or mental health issues. And they become this little coven. They'll just join together and become this little coven. And then they become power mad and start wreaking havoc upon the fellow students and those around them for justifiable reasons before they get too power hungry. And I just think that that's a great way to just remember to use your powers for good, don't cast love spells, and fall is a great time of year.
Love it. We are just about out of time here, so tell us some of your favorite fall movies, horror movies, whatever, the ones that you want to put on in the fall that remind you of fall or whatever. Just type some shit in the comments.
Just comment on something. God damn it,
Give
guys.
us some attention.
Fuck.
Bye.